This is the draft that we have for game 2. We're getting ready to get into it here. Obviously, this is the strategizing time, so everyone's buying their items. And I want to see how many pairs of boots we see on our heroes, because this is actually Limp. I want to point this out. This is Limp on the middle lane Venomancer. And, I mean, he could, he might just not like playing Timbersaw. You would think that they're going to send 33 into the mid lane to win the matchup with TA. Because Limp can survive. Limp can definitely survive in the bottom lane. I don't think Timbersaw can survive. We'll actually have to see here. I don't think he can survive against the Slark. We're gonna have a change here for both of these guys in terms of sides. So last game, VP were on the Radiant side, but we're gonna take a look at heroes. You're gonna have no one on the TA in the mid lane, Solo on the position 5 Disruptor. Epileptic Kid this game on the Slark, Resolution on the position 3 Beastmaster, and then Save on the post 4 Bat Rider, running right into Handskin right now, who's playing the Tiny second game in a row. Hasn't decided to take his boots here. So he took the win lanes at a little more regen this game. Gonna have 33 in the bottom lane.
I saw that
on the Timbersaw.
from miles away.
And Limp's actually playing the mid Venomancer, so I was correct on that one. Fada will be in the top lane, playing the post 5 Crystal Maiden. Has a lot of mangoes in the inventory, as you do. And Nico Baby again, gonna be playing the carry. He's gonna be in the top lane right now. They may switch their lanes up here, but he's playing Faceless Void. See Solo, actually all tipping Epileptic Kid. He had a tough time last game on the Troll Warlord, maybe trying to tilt him a little bit. And you see this is the strength of Beastmaster. You have the Hawk, so you can scout out your lanes and choose who you want to go where. Looks like it'll be 2 runes for each team. And you have this Slark. They're going to try and, well, they have a tri-lane set up right now in the bottom lane. I imagine they're going to be picking up these runes soon. And they want to bully him a little bit. Top lane. We'll have to see how this one works out. I'm very interested to see how this mid lane will go. I think no one really struggles against a Venomancer in concept. See Solo making a rotation to the lane right now. I think he wants to push out this Venomancer because Limp should have a fairly easy lane. We're gonna come mid, drop the Thunder Strike. This is a great thing to do for pubs, my friends. Putting the pressure on the Venomancer. A lot of damage here. This is. We hope Venomancer has some regen coming on the courier. He actually does. Top lane, they're doing the tri-lane up against Resolution here, and Resolution is not a Timbersaw, so he's going to be a little less survivable. They're still putting pressure on a Limp here. Has another Thunder Strike, and Limp might actually be in some trouble. They want to dive this here. He has the Fairy Fire, going to be A-okay, just barely surviving, doesn't have to use it. And now top lane, trying to run into Resolution. He had to use the salve, might be in some trouble here. He's actually okay for the time being. Classic dual lane mid. Want to keep my eye on both of these lanes right now because I feel like Limp might be in a bad spot here. You look at CS, he's actually doing pretty well for himself. And Solo's going to run on back down to bottom lane. Save finally picks up this rune at the start of the game. And this is the Timbersaw. He really doesn't like to lane against this the support Bat Rider. He actually has no points in the reactive armor right now because it's not important to him in this lane. The main thing that matters for him is having the Timber Chain up and trying to return some of this damage on the support, but 33. Just gonna die here. That was lame. And Solo gonna die himself to the tower. Gets himself a back to base for free card. Look at the mid lane, and no one is gonna struggle just a little bit here in levels. That's partially because we saw the rotation earlier from Solo. Trying to help him out in his lane just with the trades. And Hanskin actually, this is him checking to see if they have a ward here. See in the mid lane, no one has to be careful with the courier. He's going to run it in, looking for the toss. He's going to find it right next to the tower. The Gale is going to be there if they want it. Hanskin is actually kind of low. He's just going to look for the TP out on no one all the way back to the base, but he's going to have to run back to the lane. Solo ran into the mid lane with this rune. I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to do. That was odd. He's trying to get some experience right now, and look at top lane. Fada just being a thorn in the side of Resolution. see Slark, it's the same thing as it was last game. Epileptic Kid is doing really well for himself here. He actually hasn't put a point into either spell yet. Not sure if he wants to pounce with the Dark Pact for his level 3. A little odd. He only has 2 points in the Essence Shift. Save's gonna continue to bully Timbersaw and make it hard for him to be here. He has a stick, but it doesn't really matter too much. This is a very, like, it's not hard for Save to do this, right? He doesn't have to use that much. Actually gonna use the sticky napalm, and look how much damage this does. 33. This is the problem with not sending the Timbersaw to the mid lane. He's gonna have a lot of problems, and speaking of problems, Solo might be in some trouble, gets the kinetic field off, but he doesn't get far enough away to escape the toss of Hanskin. Eco Baby gonna find the kill. Solo was just trying to help out his friend Resolution up in this top lane. Isn't doing too bad for himself experience-wise, but still kind of being pushed back to his tower. Look at these two offlaners, and you look at the difference in last hits and in experience in general. Not, you know, they're not too far apart, but, you know, you have 33 in the jungle right now, doing his best to get farm where he can, and Resolution is kind of just here hanging out. I want to look a little bit at the mid lane now, because if you look at Lim's CS, he's definitely ahead right now of the TA. He's got a whole level advantage. A part of this XP disadvantage is obviously there was the Disruptor in his mid lane earlier. But TA just has to jungle, and this is the exact same thing that happened in the game earlier with Na'Vi. You had Magical just resorting to the jungle, and it's kind of funny we see 2 players in the jungle. Actually, Timbersaw is going to make a rotation top. He has Windlace. Oh, he's just farming these stacks. However, in the Na'Vi game, Magical was kind of left alone, and right now Hanskin is trying to mess with no one. Meanwhile, top lane, Resolution actually goes down. Not exactly sure how that happened. I was trying to show you guys what Hanskin is doing here to mess up the game of no one. Last game, no one didn't really start from a deficit here, so he's trying to come back into this game, which is going to be kind of a different mindset for him. I believe the last 3 games I've watched him play, he's basically been ahead in the laning stage. Now you see the TP coming in from the Bat Rider. Davis here, trying to get this Tiny off his teammate. And you have this Slark being completely left alone in the bottom lane right now. Has his stick, has his treads. He's got 35 CS. Got about 27 denies for himself right now, and he's just doing A-okay. He's being left all alone in this lane. He's almost level 6. He's getting there. Mid lane, Solo. Hanskin comes in from the backside with the Avalanche. It's going to be a kill going the way of Lim. Solo was just here trying to sap some experience, and he gets brought on down. Look at the Venom wards. They're level 2 now. They're a little harder to kill. They're going to be spitting onto the tower. This is VP. I mean, the gold lead is a little bit on their side because you have the Slark in the bottom lane having a completely free lane. But you really have to worry about the game that this Templar Assassin is going to be having. I mean, you have Nico Baby having a very similar lane, so it kind of cancels out. Supports on the side of VP are kind of getting under-leveled. They don't have too much of a place to claim. You have the level 2 Solo. You need levels on this Disruptor for him to do this. It's the disadvantage of playing Disruptor in a game like this. Epileptic Kid was looking for the pounce, just didn't find it. 33 is going to be fine for the time being. He has a couple stick charges. Actually has 3 points in the Timber Chain. He's having a much better time in this lane now. And you look at this top tower, Nico Baby's just here, trying to put some damage onto it. Resolution almost has his level 6. He's getting there. No one still really struggling this game. Only 40 CS to his name, and about half of that is jungle creeps. The Keen Optic gets picked up for him. Probably going to go to the Disruptor. More range, more cast range on the Disruptor is always great. Look how far back Resolution has to play here. Hanskin just an absolute beast on this Tiny, making it really hard for him to do anything. Got Save in this bottom lane, gonna try and steal this stack away from the Timbersaw. And I think Save on the Bat Rider this game has to be the difference maker. Has to make a lot of plays for his team. Resolution's gonna have a really hard time catching up here. And it's gonna be the same thing for no one, as no one has been allowed to return to his lane. I mean, he's in the mid lane, you know, he's kind of existing. But if you look at his tower here, not a lot of HP left on it. You're gonna see Solo trying to stack camps for him just so he can come back into the game. See how well it works. There's a TP coming bottom lane. They're trying to do some damage onto this tower. The Slark and the Bat Rider. 33 is just here in the trees. They don't actually see him. Finally cuts his way on through. Got top lane. This tower almost down. Eco Baby gonna finally commit to it. Does it get denied? He has the Chronosphere. Might just use it to prevent him from getting denied. Gonna jump on forward. Finally lets it go. They have the Frostbite. This will just be another kill on Resolution, who tried to get the deny off on the tower and was unsuccessful. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Tiny running on in. As the haste, gonna be persuaded to not go for that kill. 5-1 right now, and the gold lead finally in the favor of Alliance. And Solo tossed on into the camp. Does he get rooted? He took a lot of damage here with the Desecrate. Glimpsed on back as Hanskin, and Epileptic Kid will come on in to finish up this kill. A nice turnaround there. Heads up gameplay from Bat Rider as well as Epileptic Kid running on over. And we see the mango tree picked up here for 33. They have a TP into the mid lane. They're trying to make something happen here. Save. Running on forward, the Bat Rider wants to find something. Looks like he finds Bada. Resolution on the top lane. Almost has the roar. He needs one more creep. He's finally gonna get it. Now has it. The Primal Roar ready to go. He has a time walk. A couple more seconds, just can't get it off. It's another kill going the way of the Bat Rider. Save. Having a really nice game for himself so far. You have these 10-minute outposts coming up. I'll be curious to see who can get what XP. Hanskin is there on the top rune. 1 rune apiece so far. You have Fada coming up as well. Disruptor going to glimpse him on back, preventing him from getting to the shrine. But Hanskin might not need to be here. His Limp is going to walk himself on up with the double damage rune. Going to make Resolution give his life away just to take this outpost. The XP is here, but this is actually a good play from him here because they get both of these outposts. Now bottom lane, you have the Slark. Almost done on the Diffusal Blade. It's all going to chain on in, trying to get him away from the tower. Is this tower almost dead? Kind of want to take a look at the amount of farm. We can go ahead and take a look at net worth now as it's 10 minutes into the game. You see the Slark all the way up there. Save's going to make a move here. 33 may not know what this is happening. They have a TP coming in from the Disruptor. They want to find him. Save actually has the lasso ready to go with his level 6. 33 sitting next to this tower. I think that they should have TPs up. They have BOTs on the Venomancer, no TP on the Void. They have a TP up on both of the supports. You can tell VP really want to commit for this kill right now. You have Crystal Maiden Fada running down there with smoke. 33 needs to get himself out of here. Has Magic Wand going to be dragged on back into the Static Storm. They use the lasso as well. About half HP, has 18 wand charges. He just can't get him up. Finally gets brought on down, saved, stunned on up. It's going to be the difference now between them not finding that kill, and both of the supports going to go down on the side of VP here for that kill. I think you're kind of okay with that trade. You got the tower as well. Now, up top on the Slark, I think that they know where Nico Baby is. Has a Chrono, has 10 wand charges, so he's going to be okay getting himself out with the time walk. See the gold change there. Actually, a lot more gold going the way of Alliance. I would have thought that would have been favoring VP there, but look at the Bat Rider there, and he was actually on the streak. So that's going to explain most of the gold change there. Still trying to farm and find that Blink Dagger. I want to take a look over at No One here. No One does have the Blink Dagger now. He's been able to recover at least a little bit, 116 CS to his name. Got a little bit more. Eco Baby, though, just finished up the Maelstrom. Gonna give him a hell of a lot more damage now to work with on the Faceless Void in the middle of the Chronos. He's 3-1 so far. Hasn't had, by any means, a bad game for himself. On skin, looking for the Phase Roots again. Wants the Blink Dagger as well. He wants the phase boots primarily because of not only the move speed, but the armor is really nice for him as well. Epileptic Kid here in the Invis rune. He actually immediately gets tossed into the Chrono and he's hitting him in midair. What is this angle? He wants to get the ulti on off. Finally does. The roar comes on through. Nico Baby wants to look for more, and looks like they might just get their Slark out of here. You have no one wanting to come in from the backside. The Timbersaw in the middle of things. They want to catch the Slark. He doesn't have a pounce for a couple more seconds. Has the stick charges, but now it's solo in the backline. Should just be an easy kill for them here. He pounces away, looking for the TP on out. Gonna have that one easily enough. Nico Baby could not find him in the trees. So you're only losing your Disruptor there. You really can't be too upset about that one, as no one is farming up your jungle. Not a lot of gold chain for that one. I want to take a look at Save on the bottom lane. Still looking towards the blink and trying to... They're really taking the jungle of Alliance right now. Get that. No one was over on this side, and obviously Save over here. I think he sees the Venomancer right now. Limp. Just gonna find his TP out. Epileptic Kid needs to get himself out of here as well. Has the Mithril Hammer queued up, and I'm not sure exactly what that's for. Probably the BKB, but let's see. A lot of early BKBs in this series so far. Got no one now, getting closer to the Desolator. Picks up the haste rune. A-okay right now to continue to farm. The gold lead's still very much even right now between difference in team net worth. Looks like it's pretty crazy, but it's just on a smaller scale. This game, 15 minutes in almost. Have cores of VP. TA now. No one. Finally, top net worth has jungled so much that he's just completely caught back up into this game. Despite the early the landing stage problems that he did have, it's a smoke up from Resolution as well as Save right now. Moving away over to Limp. Limp gonna have to pop the ulti. The Disruptor ulti was there. They couldn't find the clips on him back into the static storm, so they're just gonna use the roar. And Limp does give away a dominating streak there. That's going to be a good amount of gold going the way of VP. Oh, VP are going to be playing around this mid lane. They want to take it. They have the Helm of the Dominator creep up for the Beastmaster Resolution. And with the Inner Beast attack speed, they should make short work of the tower. 33 trying to kind of defend this one, and Vada coming in from the side here. I think he doesn't know that Save's actually here. On skin, finds a toss up, kills the Helm of the Dominator creep, but now no one with a blink into the backline. 33 trying to get his damage off. The Chrono's going to be there. The refraction charges are still up. The Void going to do a total of 0 damage in the Chrono. Nico Baby needs to get himself away. Epileptic Kid coming from the backline, wants to find something. Handskin's going to be that something. Slow it on up. The pounce is there. Nico Baby trying to get himself away. The force staff from Limp, keeping him alive, and now looking the other way at 33. 33 trying to get himself away with the Timber Chain. Gonna be okay. They shouldn't have a glimpse for some time. Finds his TP on out, but now Limp still going for Resolution. He's gonna finally walk himself away. And that team fight definitely favoring Alliance. Working on the BKB here for Nico Baby. Couldn't do any damage to the CA there. Doesn't have enough attack speed just to hit through the refraction. Would be probably a different story if he had the Venomancer there with him, or at least a Chakram. And it's a little under a 1k gold swing going the way of VP, so the game's still very much even. That's the Vambrace picked up for no one. Perfect for him, as he did have 2 Wraith Bands, I believe, before. Oh, Baby, rooted on up. They have the Flaming Lasso, bringing him back. He actually lassoed the creep. Save. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Vada's gonna beat his untimely death to no one. That's another little bit of gold going the way of no one. Didn't have to commit basically anything for that kill. Vada 1 and 3 right now. A bit on track to meet more deaths than he had last game. And this game going a lot better for VP. They are kind of controlling the map a lot better. You can see Hanskin though getting closer to the Blink Dagger though. That's going to change things just a little bit up on the Tiny. Epileptic Kid getting closer to BKB, and EA finally has picked up the Desolator on no one. A lot of these jungle items starting to drop. It's a Imp Claw going the way of the Faceless Void. He'll be using that. The Vampire Fangs were picked up for Slark. There's one more, not sure which. Oh yeah, the dragon scale. We're gonna give it to Resolution. Kind of a shame that it didn't go the way of Alliance, because that would have been pretty good for them there. Just to secure kills on the TA and burn the refraction. You have TA, make TA over to the mid lane. I don't think you want to take a fight here. I want to point out the Mjolnir was just picked up on the Void. The Avalanche is there. They only find Fada in the static storm, but they're going to take the kill. Now Limp running forward, wants to find something under the TA, almost has to Ghost Scepter for himself on the Venomancer. And all Venomancer's itemization needs to be about keeping himself alive, rather than doing damage this game, because they have so many tools to kill him. Might need a Linken's and a BKB. I would be surprised if he was, he went for both of those, but you look at, EP now in 18 minutes into the game, they find, their first solid lead. Not very solid, but it's a 2k gold lead, and you can be happy with that right now if you're VP. So up left the kid on the Slark almost has the BKB. Again, a little more gold going away at VP. It's not a lot, but they're slowly kind of accruing their lead. Look at the Venomancer in the net worth chart, and he's actually a little bit behind all the other cores in the game. Obviously, besides the offense. I want to take a look at the Timbersaw because he has the completed duels. He's trying to get arcane boots right now. He has enough gold for him. Smoke up to the top lane. You're gonna smoke up as well. VP. This is the 20-minute outpost. You see the TP coming in from no one. Over on this side of the map, they really want to contest this. Save with the drums. Doesn't have his Blink Dagger quite yet on the Bat Rider. Eco Baby is somewhat nearby, but VP are ready to fully commit to this as a team. Limp does have his TP up, I believe, with the BOT. He's going to come on in. 5 more seconds for this outpost. Do they want to go for it? Yeah, the creep coming in from the side here, trying to find the stun. The Avalanche was used. The toss there. On to Resolution, brings him back. Spada just gets bored up again. Hanskin already met his maker. Is down for the count. And actually, look at the Chrono. It came on through, but he's glimpsed on back. They find the kill onto the Timbersaw. There's another TP coming in. They want to commit to the Spada. And the BKB popped on the Slurk. He wants to continue to fight. Hitting all the way through the Crystal Maiden ulti. He tried to bring down Limp on the side here, but look at no one. Might be in some trouble. He's being gone on by the Venomancer. Save. Just finds his untimely death. That was 33 there with the Timbersaw. Finding that, and no one's still here. Finds his Blink down to the high ground. Actually, to the low ground, excuse me. He's trying to get himself away. Should be just fine. Actually, Hanskin comes on in with a Blink of the Dust with the toss. It's a double kill for 33, and they're going to run themselves right on into the Roshan pit. Still very much a 2k gold lead for VP, but not the fight that you wanted. They did have to commit the buyback, not only on the Timbersaw there, but also on the Crystal Maiden. And that was the 10-second BKB used on the Slark, Epileptic Kid. Not the team fight that you really want. You can see the gold lead actually go down by 1k. Should go back up, though, as Master gonna... Oh, he's taunting right now, but he should find this other room momentarily. And the Disruptor trying to make his Glimmer Cape right now. Does have the Keen Optic. That one out earlier. I thought they would give it to him. He has a lot of range on this Glimpse. Diffusal Blade as well as the BKB. Gonna be looking for the Silver Edge. It'll definitely make Timbersaw an easy target, but look at this move in top lane. Oh, okay, I saw that. Thought maybe they wanted to make their move on to Limp. Limp actually has the Ghost Scepter now. Going to be looking for the Aghanim Scepter. A 3k gold lead currently. Actually make that a 4k for VP. So despite the great team fight that happened, they're just out farming Alliance right now a little bit. They have the pipe picked up right now in Resolution. Running himself over to the mid lane. Yeah, the Epileptic Kid Slark kind of eyeing up Fada right now, and they want to move on into the Roshan pit. BKB completed on no one, coming on the Courier, and they feel safe enough to do this with the vision of the Beastmaster Hawk. Roshan should fall. They don't look like they really want to contest it, as Hanskin and Eco Baby are still in the bottom lane. No Chrono for 10 more seconds. Eco Baby almost with the BKB. They find the glimpse on a Limp. They should have the Primal Roar. Bat Rider running forward. Save has the lasso if they need it. Limp cannot get anything off. A nice catch there by Solo. They're going to make their TPs down to bottom lane. They have the Static Storm ready to go. Onskin blinks himself to the side. Solo looking for the glimpse on a Nico Baby. Loses the vision, but now it's TA. No one in the jungle looking for something on Avada. Not sure if he knows the 30 degrees here, but the Yules was there trying to help out his buddy. His slowdown down. He's going to pop the BKB for this. No one. They have Nico Baby here. He has an Aegis. They might not want to commit onto this one, but that was his 10-second BKB used. No one going to continue to run into the face of Alliance. They have a 5k gold lead right now on VP. And I think this was another casual Yasha picked up for the Spark. Has the Blade of Alacrity. Not sure what this is, or maybe a later Ags. Stats. Tiny jumps in, Hanskin tossing Resolution back, wants to get him off the tower, but now he's going to jump on him with the Chrono, finally committing to Static Storm. Not up for a little while, actually, it's already infused. No one's going to jump on forward, they're just finding kills left and right. Feel a little too strong right now on the side of VP. The deny from no one actually going to prevent the Tiny from picking up that kill. No one being just chased on down, still has this Aegis that should run out momentarily. Buyback from Disruptor into the game and Lasso. 33! Can't get himself away. He's gonna be down for 80 seconds almost. Bada trying to run himself away. EP are taking a commanding lead in game 2. Not happy with the result of game 1, obviously. This game definitely or their tempo, or their pace. EP are really dictating when they're fighting and how they want to fight. No one just popping the BKB here for the Crystal Maiden pick off was definitely an interesting choice. Limp doesn't have the ulti. Not sure if he knew what was happening there. Epileptic Kid is going to run on in with the Diffusal Blade. Tossed on back by Hanskin. They're still looking for this kill. They already used a Roar. Going to be okay for the time being. They have the glimpse. They're going to find Fada as the ulti is going to turn around and he's chilling. Now the Static Storm used, and it's another 2 kills going the way of the Slark. I believe Limp did pick up this rune here, so at the very least he secured that. But if you look at the amount of Agi, it's 9 perm Agi on the Slark now. Picking up the Titan Sliver, going to give him a little bit more agility if he uses it on his hero. And I was right, he does actually go for the Aghanim Scepter as opposed to the Silver Edge. I really feel like Silver Edge is in a point where it just feels bad to make on a lot of heroes. You know, it would help you to kill the Timber Saw, it's just not too good. Dave and Solo smoked up looking for something in the jungle. They spot out Limp, they have the lasso ready to go. I think that they see that he's accompanied by his teammates. Mindbreaker actually picked up on Nico Baby. You have no one really wanting to go in. Nico Baby trying to get himself away, slowed up right now by the traps. Gonna be okay for the time being. Nico Baby still okay, but you can feel how careful Alliance are playing right now. They're actually gonna smoke themselves on up, and they want to run in and try and find a team fight. Kind of running in the general direction right now of no one who's still slightly outside of their range. Hanskin looking for him. Not sure if he just lost vision on him there or what, but this is another smoke from Alliance that they just can't do anything. You have Hanskin looking for the Force Staff right now. What is the next item for this Void? Well, it's going to be a Lincoln's. A little too tired of being roared and being lassoed. Being 8k gold down. Limp has changed his mind about the Aghanim Scepter, decides he wants a Blink Dagger, wants to stay outside of the range of DP. Well, it's an interesting choice. He's kind of changing his mind back and forth. The Orb of Destruction picked up on the Faceless Void. I thought that went the way of the TA at first. Basically an auto win when you have it up in TA, so much minus armor. It'll go the way of the Faceless Void, and meanwhile you have VP playing up right now in the Alliance jungle. Kind of looking like hungry sharks. You have Roshan up in about 3 more minutes. So that'll start to be a factor soon, and you look at Slark looking for his basher right now. Game definitely feels like VP gonna be theirs to win or lose. D33 just picked up the Heaven's Halberd. Trying to get some farm up on his timber here. Still behind. You look at how low he is in the net worth. He's basically at position 4. In terms of the farm, Batrider just sitting in a Roshan pit. He doesn't know when it'll be up, and he knows as soon as he finds his jump. Found his lasso on to 33, in so much trouble here. They use the roar on him as well, but now Solo gonna be locked on in. He gets the static storm off just for the time being, and Pada on the other side of things with the ulti. They can't bring him down. The BKB popping from Slark wants to find someone, leaping himself on out. No one in some trouble right now, popping his own BKB. This is both of the BKBs pop from VP. They need to get themselves out. They're gonna do that just a-okay. So that team fight, a lot of miscommunication. I guess that VP just didn't expect that kind of reaction from Alliance. Thought it was going to be another easy pick. Give another 1 minute and 40 seconds until Roshan may spawn. I have a feeling these teams won't really fight again until it is up. A little bit of gold going to be a Venomancer before that pickoff onto Disruptor. Look at the positioning of Alliance in the mid lane. They're kind of feeling confident to play up right now. And they actually have the completed Ags on Venomancer very soon, as soon as he wants to pick it up. Top lane. One was playing up here. He wanted to try and secure this shrine. You have 30 seconds for it. Look at bottom, Epileptic Kid doing a really nice job shoving these waves in. Yeah, Venomous Gale went out onto him, TPing himself up. They know that the Venomancer just TP'd here. He does a BOT though. He get any fight that he needs to. They find the lasso on a Hans game, bring it back. I think that this is the target you want. It's gonna be an easy kill for no one. You might look for more here. Fada in the Roshan pit. He's kind of stranded here on an island. 30 minutes in. You have 30 seconds until Roshan may spawn. Both teams are going to pick up some outpost XP. 9k gold lead still for VP. They're maintaining it right now. You look at Resolution, who does have the completed pipe as well as the helm. Oh, and the Vlads as well. He wants his Blink Dagger right now. Gonna give him an easier way to initiate. Solo really wants this Glimmer Cape. It's so hard for him to get away. He's died 9 times this game. 33 coming over, has the plate mill, but just gonna get clipped on back. Oh, he found the Timber Chain back in. This might be Solo just saying goodbye. Yeah, the Alliance team coming in, and it's just a Disruptor, guys. They do not care. Dead. We'll buy back for a whole minute on him, but he's only dead for 45. Look at Nico Baby now, 5, 2, and 4. He's managed to find a good amount of farm, the most farmed hero on his team. They're looking at Roshan. Roshan will be up in exactly a minute. They're running onto the mid lane. They have the Chronosphere ready, but Slark with the Ags is more than capable of getting himself out of dodge. Now TA wants to find his butterfly, and VP probably does want to fight this. Kind of still smoked up on the side of Alliance. Taking a 5-on-5 fight with VP would be kind of scary because you do have the Disruptor with the TP in momentarily. You have your top wave shoved in, and will they have a Venomancer ward in the pit? Will it spot out the Roshan? No, it will not. And now it's VP's time to smoke, trying to find something for themselves. The Slark is kind of leading the charge. 32 minutes in, and 10k gold lead, not feeling too afraid. Obviously, they are capable of taking trades that don't necessarily benefit them. You saw the BKBs are kind of getting lower now. 8 seconds on the TA, 7 seconds on the Slark, and well, I believe they found their fight. On skin, and with the Avalanche, looking a little tricky. They finally find a vision, him back. Now Nico Baby only finds Solo in the Chrono, and they're keeping him alive right now. The roar was on him. The Slide Blade from no one. The lasso, they just couldn't find it. The ulti is popped on Limp. You have Epileptic Kid on the backline trying to find a kill here. The buyback comes in from Faces Boy. This team fight's so awkward for both of these teams. They're having to use the buybacks on the side of Alliance, just trying to keep this Roshan uncontestable. Well, Epileptic Kid gonna be Yule's on up, trying to get himself on out, has the ulti, getting himself away with the Ags pounce momentarily, I'm sure. No one hitting from the low ground. Void jumping on in, the Hurricane Pipe was used, they're trying to get no one on out. He's taking a lot of damage right now, and this is not what VP wants to have happen. They're turning it around, actually. They almost find the kill on Nico Baby. So many buybacks being used. This is a long fight. Limp needs to get himself out of here. They just want picks, and he actually gets taken down by Resolution. Now 33. He needs to get himself out. He has the Yules. He's going to be dying for this one. Look at these TA clicks about to come in. They should just need 2 or 3 more from the Slark. Slark with 11 perma Agi. It's only a 4k gold lead now for VP, so that's team fight. Definitely what Alliance needed. There was a lot of buybacks being expended there from the side of VP. Now hands get in. They're going to buy back 2 more. They really want this pick off on a solo, and they're going to find it. And now Alliance wants to run themselves into the Roshan pit. They're doing a really nice job shot calling. They're not afraid to take these risks right now. It's a lot of buybacks being used. It's 8 buybacks in that whole fight. And look how much gold they're going to gain for it. Eco Baby into the Roshan pit with his friends. They need to do something about this. They cannot let this happen. VP is watching their gold lead as well as their chances of a game 3 slip away. Epileptic Kid has the slot in his inventory, ready to steal an 8, but Resolution tossed right on in. He's in trouble. The roar was off. And Eco Baby actually might get brought down. The BKB's pop from no one. As well as Epileptic Kid. They're going to find that pick off. Roshan so low, they just need to finish it off. He needs to leap back in. If he wants a chance to steal it, it's going to be too late. Aegis and Cheese going the way of Alliance. There was a die back there onto the Faceless Void. Now they want more. They don't really have any spells up. They have the Glimpse as well as the Static Storm, but he's still a little too far behind all the way at the base. And no one jumping for it, trying to find something on Hanskin. Try to find the Limp there, they just couldn't find the Flaming Lasso, and they're still chasing down Hanskin right now. Well, 35 minutes in, this game feels dead even. It's definitely anyone's game. The Meld Bash was just picked up for no one. I want to look at level 25 towns. No one, really the only one who's there apart from the Slark. Look, Epileptic Kid has chosen to take the duration onto his Essence Shift, so he's going to be holding onto it for a lot longer. A lot more damage and stats for him to work with. You have the Tiny with the buyback. He's going to be pulling back 33. The Minimancer God did get his ulti off. He has the cheese if he needs to use it. Making a lot of damage there. 33. Still somehow alive. Pod finally pops the cheese. The Ape has already been used for the Limp, and now he's tossed on up. He's completely dead. The roar came on in. Solo might actually lose his life for this. They finally take down the tier 3. He's just barely alive. The tree toss misses him. He's still going to go down in the end. The Bat Rider went down as well. This is such a close game right now. Venomancer gonna lose his life just for a decent amount of time, and that's more gold going the way of VP. Tiny did use his buyback there. You have no one looking for the butterfly right now. Almost wonder if he just wants the Daedalus. Feels like he just needs some burst damage this game. Not wanting to die in the chrono of Nico Baby, who still does not have his Lincolns. Able to pick up a couple jungle items here or there. But it's 36 minutes in, he's really only got the BKB and the Mjolnir. They're going to win this game. Alliance really need this Faceless Void just to be the Chrono Slark, Kill Slark type of hero. Look over at Slark and buyback on him. I actually kind of want to take a look at the buybacks just for a moment. There's not a single buyback in the game right now. Well, you look at Solo, and he's actually the only one who could buy back right now, as he just got the gold for it. You have this Slark just pouncing his way across the map, finally picked up the Basher. Hanskin might be in some trouble here. Blinks down, Slark finds the pounce on him, has his Force Staff, might try and save him for the second pounce, and uses the Avalanche, trying to get himself away, glimpsed on back, and this is the die back on Hanskin. Not sure exactly what he was doing there, but this is going to be the tier 1 tower on top lane finally dying. Finally being taken down by the side of VP. TA getting closer to the butterfly, and they do take down this shrine. This was the only shrine in the game that Alliance had. Obviously, the new patch makes it like that, so that Shrine's going to be taken down. It's so much harder for them to contest the next Roshan. It should be up, could be up in about 5 minutes. Eco Baby now with the Lincolns trying to shove out this bottom lane. And this is just high skill Dota. I mean, they lose the tier 2 top, but trying to shove these lanes in and make it difficult for VP to siege in more than one lane. And Slark now almost at his Abyssal Blade. Picking up these runes on the bottom lane, was trying to make something happen there with Beastmaster. Maybe looking for a catch on the Faceless Void, but they don't find it. Save now the Bat Rider with the gem, the 4 staff and the blink. You can't really be asking for much more as a support. Farming in this jungle, and you can kind of feel VP right now. Maybe old VP, if this was a game 1, they might just march up high ground and try and take their fight and win with their ults. They're playing it safe, trying to D-ward and trying to shove their lanes in and waiting for the next Roshan maybe. It's going to be a little while. You have Solo looking for the Aghanim Scepter, which could be a huge item this game. The Venomancer now, Limp actually picked up his Ags, has his Blink Dagger as well. Looking for a Lotus Orb, which is going to replace their Dragon Scale, I guess. It's a pretty nice item. I mean, if you look at the Venomancer, he hits TA once, and that's Refraction just down because of this item, but he's going to get rid of it eventually. Look at Fada, he's just taken, he hit level 20 and he took the freezing field damage as opposed to the attack speed, so it's going to be no carry Crystal Maiden today. Actually has his Vlads in the backpack and finally smoked them up, and they're all together behind Nico Baby right now, but at the side of the VP, and they're cool to smoke and hang out in the bottom lane. They want to secure this top outpost, and you hope VP knows what's happening. Looks like they don't, as they will lose this outpost. I'm wondering if they're going to fight this. You have Slark kind of nearby. There's a lot of pings on the map right now. They're all smoked up behind each other. No one now with the completed Butterfly. Has no buyback. Remember, buybacks have been used by basically everyone. There's a buyback in 40 seconds for the Bat Rider, and buybacks have been just utilized so well this game. Trying to make sure that if you can get to a fight, you get there. You help your team. So now tier 4 items beginning to get picked up. The leveler is actually picked up for the Slark. Not sure if he's going to hold on to it. He might keep it in the backpack and then just use it when they're taking towers. 50 attack speed is actually pretty well used on Slark, but wants to keep his boots on for the time being. I feel like he could probably sell his boots and have this in his inventory, but I could be wrong. You have the pounce, you have a lot of attack speed, a lot of loot speed, a lot of ways to get across the map, and it's actually going to give it over to the Beastmaster. So if Beastmaster does get just a chance to hit a tower, that tower will fall quick. Kind of always the case with Beastmaster, but even more so now. He's actually shoving this mid lane into the smoke of Alliance right now. And you can feel the desperation Alliance need to get something done. Felt like they were equalizing the game at the last Roshan, and actually Slark gonna find the Prince's Knife. I imagine he gives it to TA. They're leaving it right now. That's a free Hex. But it's being left there, so Bat Rider, I think, gonna have to go back and pick it up. Has to the Minotaur horn on him right now, like the mini BKB. Disruptor actually got rid of the I guess he gave the Keen Optic to Bat Rider, so he had more range on Flaming Lasso. But no one's using that right now, and Disruptor actually just has the Ocean Heart on himself, trying to give himself more stats just to survive. 12k gold lead, I believe the biggest gold lead that we've had this game. Take a little look at the chart here. I want to see if Roshan respawns, so we're going to look at that, and you can see how, I mean, this game's been a little back and forth. Alliance almost had it even at about like the 33, 34 minute mark. Looking at XP, it's still the way of VP. It's been little bursts back and forth. And will Roshan be spawning here? I suppose we'll have to see. Slark actually might be making a move on a hot skin here. He's gonna be okay. Couple more seconds now for Roshan. Hanging out here. Alright, 2 more minutes for Roshan, and then it will officially be up, and you can feel both of these teams just trying to play around this Roshan timing is so critical.
I
Go
saw
baby,
that
spotted out
coming
the
from
butterfly
miles
onto no one Templar Assassin. He wants to make this MKB. Giving the Mindbreaker away to the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this, but okay. Actually still got the Megan skill. That was the Illusionist cape. If you thought that was a Hex, you're wrong. It just makes the noise of Hex for whatever reason. But Timbersaw just has a free Timbersaw illusion hanging out and saves like, is this deal? He's pinging it out. Gonna use Lasso on it. And oh, he does not. Okay. I was worried for our boy Batrider for a moment there. Look at all the items in the backpacks here of everyone. This is just like the reality of this patch. Everyone has so many items in their backpack. Look at Crystal Maiden, full up. Venomancer got rid of all of his. Couple items and got one, another one. Certainly the jungle items nice to have for some heroes, but you get to a certain point, you just kind of wish that you had other items. And I kind of feel like the Amclaw might be better. It's probably not than the Orb of Destruction, because the slow is really good. Baseless Lord makes it a little bit easier to chase down heroes. And well, the Roshan will be up 15 seconds, give or take. Both of these teams starting to kind of make their way over. Yeah, actually just invis over here, and Clark with the DD for a little bit of time left on it. And remember, they both have vision in the Roshan pit. They have the ward as well as the TA trap, so now they know. And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty of this Dota game. They have the flicker on 33, going to be able to blink him either forward into the enemy or backwards. It does not get disabled with damage. It's only 25 mana. My favorite tier 4 items just because of the random chance. But you see the smoke up here from VP. Running over onto 33. He's trying to get this the outpost. They actually find Nico Baby in the back. They instantly bring him down. He's going to buy back into the game. He's trying to TP over to the shrine. Rather, the outpost. They pop the BKBs. They're trying to get themselves out. His solo already used his spell. He's already used his ulti. That was a buyback forced. 80 seconds with no disruptor, though. In what looked like an opportunity for VP, might just turn into the opportunity the other way around. Alliance. Oh, they wanted to run into the Roshan, but they actually found no one. He blinks on forward. He's still alive somehow. Has the force staff. He's getting run on down. He's just surviving through everything. I can't believe he lived here. This was insane. Has the 5-second BKB, but that would have been a huge catch. Does have his buyback up now. If you want to look at buybacks, it's a little more important right now. Eco Baby into the Roshan pit with his best friend Limp. They really want this Roshan right now. This is probably going to decide the game, if I'm quite honest. 46 minutes in. 13k gold lead doesn't really mean a lot to Alliance, or to VP right now. Doesn't mean much to Alliance either, is there? And the Roshan pit. Disruptor's buyback finally comes in. Slark all the way from downtown into the Roshan pit. I'm not sure what this move is, but 33 has to heal himself on up, and they're just trying to disrupt this right now. Eco Baby jumping up, finds Solo. This is his buyback. The Roar is there. He's still alive. Wants to get the ulti on off. Limp already popped his. And now it's Void. Just gets taken down. Eco Baby dead. There's no buyback either on the Disruptor. The Crystal Maiden ulti from Fada actually does a good amount of damage here. TA trying to fight through him, but there's too much armor. Fada sustaining through literally everything. He's finally going to be taken down. The buyback came from Batrider. Should come out from Beastmaster as well. 33. Gets taken down in the backside of the fight. You have to wonder if they're going to be buying back into this one. Hotskin trying to get himself away with the TP. Does he find it? Yes. They could not get the meld hit off on the TA. And now this Roshan going to go the way of VP. Big wave in the top lane as well as the mid lane, but they don't really care about that too much right now. They want to get this Aegis as well as the refreshing charge. Aegis goes on a resolution. And, it's a little interesting. I don't know why it's not on TA. I guess Resolution doesn't have buybacks, so this game all about buybacks right now. It was a little bit of gold going the way of Alliance there. They're ready to go. Buybacks for Dota as well as 33, they're ready to just go high ground right now, and they want to push so badly. With the Ag's ulti is waiting. Hanskin actually been caught. I've left the kid on him. The lasso's going to be there. Slark is just farming action off the poor Tiny. If you hit rocks, it makes you click harder and makes your life better. Not sure if that's the lesson we're trying to learn here, but one more gold in the Timber. He had to use his buyback, and actually Resolution going to be in some trouble trying to force that himself away. They just still out on him. Gets to roar off on a limb. Limb saved right now by Fada. The E-Blade stopping the right click. There's a VP is... Oh, that's the Aegis. He has the refresher. Resolution probably wants to wait until he has to use his BKB, and they're going to get out. Not wanting to stick around for Eco Baby Faceless Void to be up. They're going to TP themselves on out. VP just happy with securing this middle lane of racks. Look at buybacks. It's only TA and Slark and Venomancer. Have to wonder when the Beastmaster is going to be getting rid of the Vlads, as it is not exactly a late game item. Could probably swap something out for the Helm of the Dominator as well. Just once he gets enough gold. Kind of playing around with his item slots, not exactly sure what he wants. Now he has his blink. 33 up in the top lane, feeling a little bit fearless right now. He can easily get taken down if they find the Rory. Pops his BKB on Resolution, trying to get himself away. Has to blink in one more second, gonna use it. He instantly TP's back to base. Has to refresher if he needs to TP somewhere else immediately. I'll be curious to see if he... Probably not, just wants to get back to the fight. That Rider almost there on the BKB. He's getting close. And almost 50 minutes in. This is going to be the second 50-plus minute game that I've casted in the past 2 days, which is always fun. There's a smoke up from Alliance. And I don't think Alliance expected this much trouble in Game 2. Oh. See the Slark leaping around. Finally has the Abyssal Blade if he wants it, and buyback. Hasn't spent his gold quite yet, and Alliance are coming to fight. They say, you guys can't get this outpost. They're gonna jump on in. The Yules of the Bat Rider, but I'm not sure if they know how many VP have here. Slark in the middle of 4 heroes right now. Pops his BKB, has the cheese ready to go. The ulti was there on a Hanskin. They want to finish off this kill, but no buyback for Tiny Runner. Now the Chronosphere, it catches 3 heroes. VP actually all caught in this. And the Crystal Maiden ulti as well. Thada gonna be a huge help in taking down TA. You have the Slark trying to get himself out. Now Resolution in with the BKB. Wants to find this going to Nico Baby. Nico Baby ward on up. Brought on down. 100 seconds on the deck for him. But look at this Slark, man. He has nothing else. Needs to get himself away. Left in the trees. And now Hanskin being running down with the Bat Rider. Fada finds his death in the back line. To the TA. Hanskin is going to be eventually run on down. And this is Alliance. Losing 3 more heroes. It does sting. Buyback has been picked up for Bat Rider. There's only 1 more buyback in this game. When I say buyback picking up by Bat Rider, it's just, I meant to say the BKB. It's a B word. 33 is probably dead in the mid lane. Has the flicker. Does he get a blink on off? He is currently nullified. That's the TA nullifier. He wants to get himself on out. Has the flicker. Blinks himself just a little ways away. He's still alive. Wasting a lot of time here. From the cores of VP, and they might just call GG. It's only Limp. Ready to defend on the high ground. Now they want to make the move on Link. He's going to leap on the Limp. He's leaping forward. A missile on up and gets the ulti on off, but this should just be GG, and it will be. We will be going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. VP keep their grand final dreams alive. Keep their tournament dreams alive, and that's going to be their win in Game 2. Very well executed by them there. They didn't take a lot of risks. But this is what you need to do if you're down a game in a tournament. You just need to play the game clean. And I mean, they certainly did that. You have 1 death or 4 deaths total on their position 1 and 2. Compared, I mean, Nico Baby died 7 times that game. Limp died 6. Definitely won in the kills department. You saw Solo die 15 times that game, more often than not. Just getting found on the other side of the map and
being left alone to die.